Hello my friends and welcome back to another video, and this one is very different. This video I've scheduled to go out 1 year to the minute since I started making weekly vlogs. If you tuned in a year ago and you watched the video titled The Future of This Channel, then essentially you've been here from the very beginning. Just before that I made a series around my effort at Paris Brest Paris. That was my first foray into making videos full stop, but after that I thought, let's try and make weekly videos. And here I am, a year later, to the minute. I said at the very beginning, it's something that I wanted to try. I wanted to give it a full year, regardless of the results and the reception, to see how I felt about it, whether it's something that I enjoyed. So that's been in the back of my mind the whole time. I didn't know when I started this if it would be worth the energy, the time, the effort. It takes a lot of time. But I told myself, it's once a week for a year. Who knows where it'll end up taking me. So I've had a lot to think about recently. What's my plan going to be after I hit the year mark? What's in it for you guys? Why bother making this particular video? In short, it's been an amazing experience. I've enjoyed every hour of editing videos, putting them together, recording them in the first place. It's great fun. So first and foremost, I feel like this is me now. I'm just going to make videos every week, make a vlog every week. But not only that, I'm going to step it up and I'm going to dedicate more time and energy into this. The reception to these videos has been amazing. As I'm recording this, just under 5,000 people watched the videos and decided they want to come along for the ride and subscribed. So thank you for subscribing and following the channel. If you watch one video every so often, if you watch every single video like I know some of you do from the comments, then thanks for watching and thanks for joining. Essentially, my reasons for doing this to begin with were that I'm quite a creative person. I used to do photography. You can probably tell from the thumbnails being a little bit doctored. I like photography and editing pictures. So video is kind of a logical next step. Aside from that, what I love more than most things in the world is riding my bike all day. Going on endurance adventures, testing myself to see how far I could ride, going a bit further than last time, and I love doing that. So making the videos seems to be a good marriage of creativity and riding. Beyond that, this is an incredibly expensive sport. I've talked about it quite enough times. I don't have many sponsors right now. I'm trying to generate more partnerships to try to take some of the cost out of the sport so I can go to more races, make more videos, have more fun. While that was my goal initially, I thought maybe people would be interested in watching and maybe it'll get me there eventually. I'll get some partnerships. But actually, what I get out of this changed a lot over this last year. Gradually, as more people watched, more people commented on the videos, I started to realize there are a lot of people that watch and subscribe who are at the start of their endurance journey with plans to ride their first century ride, plans to do big things. And when I got the feedback that people were watching my videos and inspired to go out and ride their bikes, that's the best and the biggest return that I've got from doing this. And that's really what's going to make me carry on making these videos. I had a conversation a long time ago with Thomas Martinez, if you watch The Cycling Tattooist, about why he makes videos, trying to get a bit of an understanding at the start of my journey. Do I want to do this long term? What's in it for him? And his reason for making videos, he doesn't talk about it a lot, helping people abstain from alcohol and live an alcohol-free life. And that really registered with me. Having a good moral reason, a moral compass guiding you along making these videos, it's far more rewarding than just getting some free energy bars. So anyway, without boring you, I thought I'd just give you a bit of background as to about why I'm continuing to do this and what's in it for me. So I talked about stepping this up a bit. The first thing I'm going to change, you might have seen by now, I'm changing the name of the channel. ANDYC Ultra Cycling doesn't resonate with what I'm making anymore. Originally that name came because before I started the videos, I had an Instagram. That was the name of the Instagram. It just carried on over from there. And actually, when people ask me what the channel is, and I have to say that name out loud, honestly, it makes me cringe. And as I explained, over time, this became about more than just me. It's not just a platform for me to talk about myself. So as of right now, the name is changing and the branding's changing a bit. So without further ado, my name's Andy and I'm an ultra cyclist on a quest to be the best I possibly can be. I make videos about ultra training, kit and adventures with a fresh upload every week. I've got a long road ahead of me and I want to bring you along for the journey. Welcome to The Road Provides. And there you are. The road provides. This is a phrase I've used a couple of times making videos, and as it came out of my mouth, it really resonated and registered with me. The main thing I love about going out and riding my bike is that when I get all of my stuff together, I pack my bike up, my bivvy, my bags, food, credit card, and just go out for a few days. Who knows what's going to happen? I hit the road and have some of the most amazing experiences. And when you start doing this yourself, you'll see for yourself. I've had people take me in and let me sleep in their pub gardens, met people along the road, seen some of the most amazing things. And as I mentioned the phrase a couple of times, the road provides some kind of adventure. It really is true. All you got to do is get your stuff together, get out on your bike, and the road provides some kind of adventure. So I really like that. That's the name of the channel moving forwards. The Road Provides, or TRP. The intro that you've just seen, good friend of mine, Rob, went to school with Rob. I've known him for a very long time. Very good with creative software, and he helped me put that together. So shout out to Rob, love you mate. Also, a quick shout out to Lee Wright and to Matt Puddock. Put the name across to them to see what they thought of it, and I appreciate your feedback, so thank you guys. The next thing I'll talk about, I'm going to start a podcast. I started talking to people quite a long time ago, and I haven't nailed down the time. I think I'm about to do the first one tomorrow, believe it or not, but I originally contacted someone to start that 6 months ago, and here I am in November, about to finally get it started. But I'm in a really good position to talk to people and learn from them. That's the reason that I want to make the podcast. Going to events, going to endurance events, meeting people at the start line. That's how I get an opportunity to pick people's brains and learn from them. And I learned some really interesting stuff. And speaking to one person at an event a long time ago gave me the idea of speaking to as many as possible, approaching them to do a podcast. I can pick their brains, learn as much as possible, and get some hacks and some tips. And then you can listen in and learn while I'm doing that. So in the next week or two, you should hopefully see the first podcast go out. So keep your ear to the ground for that. I'm expecting that to be called Ultra Profiles. The first person I'm bringing on is a previous winner of All Points North, a bit of a veteran of ultra racing, and an absolute hard nut. He gave me some really good information at the start of All Points North a couple of years ago, and that's what gave me the inspiration for putting together a podcast. So that's coming soon. Beyond that, I want to do more races, more events, and bring more interesting videos out on the channel. Next year at the moment, I've got 3 events planned. Transcontinental race again next year. I've applied for Bihar and got a place on that to race around Bosnia, and then 2 more events in the UK, and I want to get some more booked in. So rather than doing 2 or 3 races a year, I'm going to up that quite considerably. But I think that's about it. This might not be a big thing for many people watching the video. Some of you have been here from the beginning, but reaching the year milestone for me, it's a big deal for me. So again, thank you so much for subscribing and watching. And we're into year 2 now, so who knows where this is going to lead, but I'm excited to get stuck in. So I'll leave it there. Next video, Thursday, as always. See you on the next one.